We're back after a few seconds of difficulties.
33, Val Norwood. 3 points for the Crusaders.
Early quarter, Wellington quickly makes it 18-0. Now a mid-range shot for Julia Herman is airballed now. Recovered by Val Norwood, but she was out of bounds that time. Staying with the Spartans.
Number 14, Kate Taylor.
They've been really dominant so far. The Drew and Britt Zika.
Now coming into the game, number 14. 14 for the Spartans. Now Turnez trying to make something. Out of Conrad, back out to Herman. She stops, looks, on the block, pass it to Conrad. She pass it off on the baseline. Pass is taken. Now number 21. Blocked by Julia Herman. Really got up there to disrupt that play in transition.
Get that stuff out of here.
Another shot is up and no good. Out of bounds, staying with the Crusaders.
Number 24, Kristen Gregory.
Not really much. Not really a lot of defense played. They really need to change that if they want to put something on the game.
Score is 0.
Passing to Zika, number 4. Britt Zika scores off of that little jumper.
Number 4, Britt Zika.
Wellington elects the light press. Monahan with the ball. Past the timeline. Now she's looking. Tries to dribble. Gets stopped. Ball is deflected and stolen by the Crusaders. Norwood up the floor. She crosses over, tries to drive into the paint. Shot is up and no good, but a foul. Val Norwood. Really taking advantage of open driving lanes in this first quarter.
Wellington's playing very hard on the D so far. They're trying to open up any perspective they can.
Free throw up and no good for Val Norwood.
Score 0 for Collegiate, 20 visitor.
And the second free throw is good for Val Norwood. Now, Crusaders keep pressing. That ball's deflected and out of bounds, staying with the Spartans. That was 21. Cruz Cornejo on the deflection. Balls into the Spartans and loses it immediately. Norwood, good handling up the floor. Layup is up, no good. Oh, offensive rebounded by the Crusaders. Out to number 4, Britt Zika. She takes a 3. That is good for Britt Zika.
Number 4, Britt Zika.
Once again, the Zika twins just go right after each other.
I don't think they're twins, because one's a senior, one's a sophomore.
Similar, same thing.
Poor pass for the Spartans leads to another transition. Almost a transition bucket for the Crusaders. More points off the comeback. Score is 26-0 in favor of the Crusaders. That is dominant. Fast, dominant first quarter for the Crusaders.
Collegiate's putting in some of their freshmen, younger guys so far, just to maybe get advantage and see how it's feeling so far with such a hard 4A team.
3:12 left in the first quarter. Score is 26-0. Wellington on pace to score 100 points.
Yes.
Yes.
Could make history. 0 to 100 game. I believe in Collegiate. I think we can put up some points. Indeed. Even though it's not going to win, any points is a win.
Try and get something out of a game that they've not really had much control over in this first quarter.
Everything's going fast so far. They have the ball most of the time. Collegiate needs to work on controlling the ball more, in my opinion.
Collegiate good at feeding the paint in most games, but they've barely gotten past the three-point line in terms of setting up good offensive sets for themselves.
And that's with using Julia.
Not held the quarter in the game for the Spartans. Spartans are Maddie Turnez with the drive. Awkward pass right there. So a turnover and a double dribble on the other end by Kirsten Gregory.
Number 11, Kendall Rusk, in for the Crusaders.
Wellington lays off the press. Spartans allowed some breathing room here. Pass in the corner. Now back out to Porter, number 10. She stops. Luckily has the ball. Gets it back out. Saves the ball to Monahan. Monahan looking. Stops. Stiffly dribbles. Back out of Volich. She's trying to take it herself. But stopped again by number 11. Kendall Rusk, but she's fouled.
I remember Kendall from last game. She put up
Number 4, Julia
40 points. I remember her from last game. She was putting up 40 points in like a half.
Fouls on
She was
number
really
11,
good
Kendall
last
Rusk.
season.
Spartans inbounds, gives it to Turnez. Not really many options here early for the Spartans. Herman back in the game. Now Turnez with a 3. That's often no good. Rebounded by Lydia Barton. Pass it up to Zika up ahead. She takes a mid-range J. That is good in transition.
Number 4, Britt Zika.
28-0. Wellington leads. 2:04 left in the first quarter. That sentence is not something you want to hear if you are a Spartan fan.
But still, we have hope.
Herman loses the ball. Good defense there by the Crusaders. And now a tough layup by number 2. Barton saves it too. Lower ladies now. A putback on the other end for Crusaders. 30-0. Crusaders lead. 1:30 left in the first quarter. Now Monahan stops her dribble, looking for an option. He needs to go. Now, looking. Back out to Conrad, number 5. Defense by the Crusaders. Now a pass it ahead to Herman, picked off by the Crusaders. Now a pass up ahead to number 2.
Number 5, Vivian Wright.
Was no good, but recovered by the Crusaders yet again. 32-0. Sorry if I said Lydia Barton. That's Lindy Barton, number 2 for the Crusaders. Good pressure there by the Crusaders. Ball's on the ground. Recovered by number 5, Vivian Wright. Now number 11 on the wing. Air ball. That was Kendall Rusk. Not the best look for the senior.
Number 12, Ella Goodrum, and 33,
Ball goes back to the Spartans.
Now,
38.2 seconds left. Spartans still haven't scored a point here, so
they can't lose hope. That's the biggest thing. They need to just be confident and just play like they play, how they love the game.
play with confidence. That's all I'm
Agreed.
saying. Play like you still have the whole game in front of you. Now, Herman gets stopped, gets it to Conrad. She was deflected. Hits the front of the rim now, back out to the Crusaders. Norwood looking to drive, taking advantage of every single driving line. Shot is up and no good. Good defense by Monahan. And now a foul on the Crusaders.
Fouls on number 2, Lindy Barton.
That up and took a little shot there. Spartans get the ball. 7 seconds left. Spartans need to go here. Herman with the ball. Intercepted by Norwood, but layup on the other end is no good. 32-0. Wellington leads with 3 more quarters left.
Wellington's getting a little bit cocky, as you can see. They're missing good amount of shots as well, but Collegiate, they just need to stay with their power.
Collegiate still needs to play with confidence now. They need to act like they need to hang their head high and try and get something out of this game now. As we have seen, they just have not really had much success on the offensive or defensive end.
Our 2-person student section's being loud with the big stick that they have brought.
Spartans still holding support. Down 32-0 with 8 minutes left in the half.
Even the parents are being active in this game as well.
Looks like it's Spartan ball to start the second quarter. 32-0, Spartans lead, 8 minutes left in the half. Spartans stay with the starters in the second quarter.
Awful.
Ball's passed to Turner. Now back out to Monahan. She wasn't really looking for it. Ball's back out to Volich on the perimeter. She surveys. Now to Conrad. Looking for Herman in the paint. She goes up with it. That is up and good, but fouls on the floor. Now.
Fouls on number 2, Lindy Martin, her second personal.
There's been lots of fouls from the Crusaders so far.
Ball's at the perimeter to Conrad. Surveys. Looking for Herman to pick it up. Tipped and stolen by the Crusaders yet again. Now it's up and no good. And another board by the Crusaders. But offensive rebounds flowing for the Crusaders now in this second quarter. Much like the first quarter. Number 12, Howard Goodrum at the line, shooting 2. These free throws up and good.
They're doing good on their
Good on their free throws, yeah.
Yeah, I can't talk to them.
Well, 34-0. Spartans really in a bit of a slump here, to say the least. Now pass to the corner, Conrad for 3. Is off and no good, rebounded by Lindy Barton. Puts the time right now to know when she comes. She goes up for a mid-range J. That is up and no good. Safe out of bounds is think over yet again by the Spartans. Now by
Britt
You
Ziegler.
guys are really strong with that.
47-0, 6:55 left in the second quarter. Now Spartans. Ternez with a pull-up J. That's up and no good. Rebounded by Goodrum 12. Crusaders look to press. Pump fake by Zika. Almost stolen. Now Norwood looking into the mid-range for number 2. Barton. Her layup is no good. Reverse that time. And now it's like a
Number 10 had the ball. 14, Kelsey
number
Rooney.
11
for
for
the
the
Spartans.
Spartans was shooken
Number
up.
21, Cruz Cornell.
Watch your eye
checks in
contact.
for the Crusaders.
Eye contact foul.
Shaken up on that play. It's like an official timeout. She'll have to go out of the game. And for her, it's number 10, Hadley Porter. Looks like. Now, Spartans on the perimeter. They go 4 wide. But it's Porter looking swarmed and taken away by the Crusaders. Norwood down the court. Passer to Zika. Another 3's up and no good. Now Good moves in paint for number 21. That layup is up and
2
good.
points for the Crusaders.
That was the first time Zico missed her shot.
59-0. Wellington leads. Spartans trying to get something going on the perimeter. Lots of ping passes here. Spartans. Conrad with a little pull-up. That's an air ball. Boarded by Boarded by Porter. Keeps it alive for the Spartans. Now Conrad in the corner yet again. That is an air ball. Rebounded by Cruz Cornejo. Out of bounds. Tipped by Conrad. Staying with the Crusaders. That is a rare opportunity for the Spartans. Just couldn't quite connect there.
You can see how the Crusaders are watching me dribble at every point we can.
Knowing that the Spartans aren't really that comfortable with passers is a really kind of concern that the Crusaders got picked up on. Swimming the ball. Now Norwood gets a layup after the drive. Didn't matter. Still got the layup.
Score 0, Collegiate, 41 Crusaders.
41-0, Spartans lead. Now a pull-up by Julia Herman is off and no good. Staying with the Spartans off of the air ball. Almost. Hold on, Maddie Ternez getting in there to save the possession. Now Herman, little pull-up in the lane is up and no good. Crusaders really contesting these shots here down low. Rebounded by Hadley Porter. She is fouled as well.
She did anything to get that ball. We knew she wanted it.
And doing some good work for the Spartans here in the second quarter. 4 seconds here left in the
Monahan, who's the quarterback for the Spartans.
Wellington leading. Turnez with the ball, bringing it down. Pass it to Rooney, now back into Turnez. Back to Volich. He's surveying, almost trapped by the Crusaders. Now Monahan in the corner. Crusaders playing good help defense. Ball is passed out of bounds. Infants really being affected here by this Wellington defense.
They're all looking sad over there. Just need to keep their heads up and play the game like how the game's supposed to be played.
Now number 24. That's no good.
Number 5, Vivian Wright, off the rebound, gets 2 more for the Crusaders.
That's Rooney in the corner. Back out to Volich. Passing the paint. Stolen by Wellington. Now it's Norwood up ahead. Now Zika, another 3. That is good for Britt Zika. 46 leads. 3:39 left in the half.
I think the biggest thing they need to do so far is guard the Zika sisters, because Zika sisters and some other players, because they've been putting up a lot of threes, because they know Collegiate's not good at that, so they're trying anything they can get. And even if they miss it, there's always someone trying to put it back in.
Spartans trying everything in this second quarter to retake some sort of momentum from this Wellington team, as giving up offensive rebounds will not do it, as they've given up many O boards in this game so far. And it looks like we have some more students coming into the trickling in from the commons. As today was a finals day. It was a day of finals for those collegiate students, myself included.
And me.
Yeah. So what was your final? What was your final, Brian? What was your final today?
I had math and AP Bio, 2 hard tests.
Pass out of that. No ball. Bullet was taken the other way by Wellington. Layup is no good by Zika. Airballed that time. Spartans take it the other way. Monahan surveying, looking for Turnez. Back to Monahan on the wing area. Spartans are just trying to get something. Crossing the paint is out of the hands of Porter, the freshman. That's expected. Freshman plays. That's no shade on Hadley Porter. Now Zika, pull up, no good. Spartans recover. Score is Spartans 47. Collegiate 0. Wellington 46. That is blocked and recovered yet again by the Crusaders. That was number 5, Vivian Wright, on the putback. Throw. Wellington lead with a chance to make it 49-0.
I mean, at this point, there may be hope, but I feel like they should just play the game and put in their Wellington should put in their JV teams and just play how ball should be played.
Now a miss on the other end, almost taken back by the Crusaders, but it's recovered by Monahan. Brought down to the floor. Now it's Volich with the ball. Pass to Rooney. He's trapped. Back out to Volich. Looking for Monahan. Trying to get something going. Really looking for a pass. Some good handling here by Monahan. He goes to Turnez in the corner. Good help defense by the Crusaders, and that's what leads to another turnover. The ball is out of bounds in favor of
33, Ethan Ritchie, and for
in favor of the Crusaders still. Stays with
number 10, Claire Ginter.
Score is 42-0 with 1:57 left in the game. Wellington leads. Spartans still haven't scored a point in this game, but if there's one thing you can hang your hat on, it's that you scored a point or 2. That is if the Spartans will score. Now Norwood, 4-3 in the wing. That is good. 1-0.
33, Mount
Crusaders lead, 1:45 left in the half. Now Volich. Passing the pain intended for Monahan is taken away. Now back to Volich. Gets in the passing lane for that one. Gets it to Evie Ritchie, number 33, the other freshman. And now a travel by Porter. Pardon, Ritchie, number 33. Freshman.
They actually listened, and now there's almost, for the Collegiate, there's almost all freshmen, and there's only one sophomore.
Norwood with the ball. Gets it to number 10. That's Claire Ginter. Now number 3 in the wing area. That's Zika. Drew Zika this time. Oh, boarded. Zika, another opportunity. Out of bounds. From 3. And Spartans just trying to scramble for something here in the
Number 4, Britt Zika. Number 2, Lyndon Barton.
second quarter. It's
Crusaders.
51-0. Wellington leads by, 51, of course. 55 seconds left in this quarter. Spartans
And we are back. Score at halftime is Wellington 56, Collegiate 0. Sounds almost like a football score, if you ask me.
Yeah, not expecting this a little bit, but I thought we would put a little bit of points up. There's, there's still another half. Anything could happen. Ben, how do you feel like Collegiate is playing so far?
Well, when you've scored 0 points in 2 halves, 2 quarters, it's I mean, there's not a whole lot to say. Spartans have gotten a few good looks in the paint and a few good looks from 3, but they haven't connected on any of them. And, well, there is hope we could maybe score some points in this second half if Wellington puts in their JV. But hopefully.
Yeah. That's what Collegiate did in the end of the first act, is they put in their JV to probably make our main starters a little bit more, have more energy for the end.
1 minute left till the second half. Looks like Spartans will have their regular starters in the huddle, and well, looks like the Spartans will get some offense going in this second half. So we shall see. 16 more minutes to be played in this game. Wellington leads 56-0. Does actually sound like a football score. I'm
Surprising.
being honest. But yes. Wellington will get the ball to start the second half, and the ball is passed into number 33, Val Norwood. Now back out to Zika. Norwood sees a lane. Passed into the paint to number 2. That's Lindy Barton. She scores an easy layup.
Number 2, Lindy Barton.
Now Conrad just crosses the timeline. The ball is picked off and stolen. Really doesn't look like she got much effort there. And now there's a putback by number 2, Lindy Barton, yet again.
You can see how Lainey Conrad's fighting with the ref a little bit. Her shoe was untied. Tried telling the ref, but she just did not hear him. Lainey's getting mad at him.
Number 3, correction, Drew Zika.
Spartans with the ball now. Turnez handles. Guarded closely by Norwood. Now a pass inside to Julia Herman. Now back out to Monahan. Now back out to Turnez. She looks for an option. Looking for number 15, Volch in the paint, out of bounds. Stays with the Spartans. Running clock for the rest of the game, it seems like. Now the Spartans get it inbounds to Herman. She passes it to Conrad. Looking for an option. Gets it to Herman. Now to Volich. Looked like she was blocked there on that mid-range J. Now a long pass up ahead to Lindy Barton, and Lindy Barton scoring 6 points in this early third quarter. Spartans with the ball.
Score 0-62.
It's Turnez passing to Herman. Tightly contested by the Crusaders. Spartans still haven't scored a point here. Now pass to Turnez. Ball is deflected by Britt Zika. Tried to save it, but stays with the Spartans. Now it is Turnez to inbound, gets it to. It's to Herman. She takes a little floater. That is good. Yeah. First points of the game for the Spartans. Score is 62 Wellington to 2 for the Spartans. And now Zika on the other end with a 3.
They don't need to cheer.
I feel like they've had enough cheering already, to be honest. But hey, it's basketball.
Rubbing in the face now.
And now ball is taken away by the Crusaders yet again. Now Norwood takes a 3. Off and no good. Rebounded by Lindy Barton. Now Zika pass to blocked by Clara Monahan. Good defense there by the sophomore. 65-2. Wellington leads with 5:05 left in the third quarter. Ternestrap looking for an option, gets it to Volich. Now in the paint to Herman. She misses an easy layup. Recovered by Norwood. Now ball is out of bounds. Good defense by Lucy Volich now. Ball stays with the Crusaders.
Number 2, Barton looks like injured with her eye or something like that.
Zika handling the ball. Hands it off to Drew Zika. Now back out to number 24. She takes a little pump. Pump fake, I mean. Ball's out of bounds in favor of the Spartans.
Coach is getting mad at their players for Wellington, but I don't know.
Score is 65-2 Wellington. Now a pass to Lucy Volich. She recovers. Pass is taken away by Zika, number 3, Drew Zika. And now pass to Britt Zika for 3. And the threes continue to fly for Britt Zika. Score 67-2 Crusaders. 3:45 left in this game. Ball is deflected by number 12. Pass in the paint. Out of bounds going back to the Crusaders. Now we see the two freshmen, Kelsey Rooney and Hadley Porter, getting into the game on defense now. Spartans trying to contain Crusaders. Now 24 on the wing. That's Kirsten Gregory. She gets the 3. Wellington 70, Collegiate 2. Now Conrad for 3. No good. Good rebound by Conrad yet again. Ball is up and no good. Boarded by Herman, and the putback is good. Now Spartans have 4 points instead of 2. And now 11 in the corner. Airballed. That was number 11. Kendall Rusk.
She was good last year.
Spartans recover. Conrad, good handle. Wild pass out of bounds, intended for Herman in the paint, but now Spartans have gotten some good looks in the paint in this third quarter. Connected on a few, but missed on a lot. Spartans still have something to hang their heads on. Got some points scored. Now number 23. Schnell. Gregory handling. Now to number 10, that's Gitter. Number 24, that's boarded by mid-range is no good, boarded by Claire Ginter, and she traveled on the play going back to the Spartans. Score is 70-4 in favor of Wellington. 1:35 left in the third quarter.
There's a chance for Collegiate.
There's a chance. Now Monahan, strong dribbling the ball. Get to Conrad, now back out to Rooney. Porter gets it to Herman. She pivots, looking. Now Rooney gets it to Conrad. She's looking into the paint for Herman. And an easy layup is no good for Julia Herman. Out of bounds, had the Porter try to save it there, and she did. And now stays with Spartans, number 32. Nicole Rooney comes back into the game for Collegiate. Almost all underclassmen, with the exception being Conrad. Now ball is stolen by the Crusaders. That's 24. Kier score is 72-4. Crusaders lead. And now a foul.
That was a close one. At this point, Collegiate has to put their heads up and just play the game. Play ball.
Sorry, folks, if there was a bit of silence there as having some trouble with the software. Now pass is into the paint is stolen by Wellington. That's 24. That's 24. Kirsten Gregory with a nice turnaround jumper. Score is 76-4 Crusaders. And now won by number 11, Kendall Rusk. Pass into the paint for number 21. Cruz Cornejo, good footwork there for the layup. 78-4, they're inching closer and closer to that 100 mark. 78-4, and another lazy pass into the paint, stolen away by Cruz Cornejo. And now a pass in the paint. Now outside the paint, now to number 24, Gregory. And the shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Evie Ritchie, the freshman.
Those lazy passes.
Lazy passes here. 4 freshmen, 1 sophomore in for this collegiate team.
Number 10, Claire Ginter, and 23, Ash Snell, in for the Crusaders.
Ball was out of bounds, staying with the Spartans. Running clock here is kind of helping the Crusaders knock to the 100-meter mark. And now ball is taken away by the Crusaders trying to feed Hadley. And now Spartans a little bit of miscommunication in the half court. They're trying to recover on defense. Now 23, down to 12. Number 11, Rusk. Guarded by Rooney, guarded tightly. Now the Crusaders trying to play a bit of keep away here. 2 opportunities for the Crusaders bounded by the Spartans, number 14, Rooney. Now to Porter. Tries to take it in. Back out to Monahan. Now to Rooney, number 32 now. Back to Rooney. Rooney. Now to Rooney again. Number 14, Rooney, that is. Now to Porter. He surveys. Rooney. Now Rooney again. And now a foul under the basket on. On number 10, Claire Ginter. 5:28, they've stopped the clock. 78-4. Spartans really taking. Thank you. Porter with ball. And foul on the Crusaders there. Looks like it's 12. Ella Goodrum. Still running clock. 78-4. Crusaders lead. 5:04 left in the game. Now a ball out of bounds, deflected by the Crusaders, stays with the Spartans. Just deflecting passes have really been the Crusaders' specialty in this game. Now Hadley Porter, the freshman, underneath with a nice layup. Look at the freshman getting some good points here in the game.
The points are going up for Collegiate.
Now it's Wright just dribbling it out. Good hands by the Spartans, deflecting the ball and a turnover. Porter up ahead to back out to Ritchie. He dribbles, looking for Porter in the paint. Freshman to freshman. And now pass outside the paint is taken away by Crusaders. And now Zeke, number 5, up with a layup, no good. Back out to number 11. That's Rusk. Now number 10, Ginter. Back to no. And a layup for the Crusaders.
Score is now 6 Collegiate, 80 Crusaders.
Not really what you want to see if you are the Spartans, but losses like these are bound to happen. All the Spartans need to do is to just get in the gym.
Work on those passes and the free throws I figured out from most of their games.
And a turnover leads to another transition bucket for the Crusaders. Now Monahan looks to the corner for Rooney. Looking to the paint. A lot of paint looks for the Spartans this game. Staying with the Spartans now. And now looks like we have the freshman, number 45, Janice Mang getting into the game.
And now all of the players have played for Collegiate.
All underclassmen for the Spartans.
And our next commentator's in the building too.
Yes, that is coming up on the WCS Sports Broadcasting Network. Another lazy pass turns to another turnover. Right with the ball, now back to Chanel. And the floater's up and no good. Boarded by Evie Ritchie. Up ahead, deflected by the Crusaders. Ball's on the ground, stays with Crusaders. Back out to number 12. Goodrum now. It's Gintz with the ball. And now number 23, Goodrum with a 3. That is off. Spartans recover. 2:10 left in the game. Spartans down 82-6. And another pass. And another turnover by the Spartans. It's Ginter with the ball. Foul by the Spartans. Hadley Porter there. Now it's Lucy Volich back in the game.
One of the starters.
Yes. Wellington leads 82-6. 1:30. 1:35 left in the game. While an ugly matchup is indeed a matchup. And now to the corner. Back out to Ginter. Now right. Looking. Good hands by Lucy Volich. Good hands by the freshman, deflecting that ball out of bounds while trapping number 10 Ginter. We have our guest commentator for the next game beside me. I won't tell you who it is yet, but it is definitely a surprise for us. Now the ball. Now number 12, Goodrum on the perimeter. Gets it to Ginter. Now in the corner. It's number 5 right. Wellington leads 82-6 with about 42 seconds left. Just trying to keep away at this point. Now a roll to the basket for number 12. Ella Goodrum is good, plus the foul.
And the score is now home Collegiate 6 and visitor 84.
Not what you want to see if you're the Spartans, but 6 points is 6 points.
After this game, there's no Collegiate wants to come back on their next game, want to be better, and they're going to get the win next time, hopefully.
Spartans are building up a good student section over there for the boys game. And they have a pretty good student section. Free throws up and no good for the Crusaders. Now Volich with the ball, trying to make something in these last few seconds. Now Monahan, pass it to Volich. She puts it up at the buzzer. No good. And the Crusaders steal a game from the Spartans, 84-6.
That was a good but bad game. Collegiate learned a lot, and it was a little easy point for the Crusaders. Looking happy, but yeah. That will be it for the women's varsity team. I'm Brian Matar.
And I'm Ben Shackelford. We'll be back after this. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with about 6 minutes left in pregame warm-ups. You might notice that, well, of course you can't notice because there's no video. That you'll notice that that we have no Brian Matar. Brian has officially left to go work at the concession stand, but fear not, we have with us a most spectacular and most magnificent guest commentator with us on the show.
Is that what you called me?
He is a former player. He is a former. He's a 2-year starter from the Collegiate Spartans varsity basketball team. He's a state champion in track, and he was pretty okay wide receiver back in his day. Currently a freshman at the University of Kansas. Please give it up for my guest commentator, James Shackelford.
Howdy, howdy. Thanks for having me. Ready to do some commentating.
Oh, and by the way, my last name is Shackelford, so yeah, you get the memo. I have allowed this fool to come onto the show and
This professional.
yes, if that's what you call yourself, then
Always. Ready
Yes.
to go anytime.
well, James, it seems you pledged to the Delta Chi fraternity. How has that been going so far at the University of Kansas?
It's a great time, but we're ready for some basketball, Wichita Collegiate basketball. That's why we're all here today.
Some
Got an
bottoms.
amazing matchup between the Wellington Crusaders and Wichita Collegiate Spartans. Hoping to keep the ball rolling and pick up another win today.
A little bit of background information on these two teams. Collegiate comes to this game 3-0, winning the Circle T-Bird Classic against Southeast Kansas teams such as Independence, Labette County, and the Parsons Vikings. James, what can you tell me about those Southeast Kansas teams?
Starting off the season, it's always a little rusty. Got to get the cobwebs shaken off. Practice and games, no matter how hard you go, they're always different. So being able to go 3-0 to start the season is really impressive by the Spartans. And going into league play, they got to be feeling good about themselves, especially off 3 high-scoring games.
Spartans' first game came against the Independence Bulldogs, where they won by 4 in OT.
Had a little bit of defensive trouble, a little bit of foul trouble, but managed to pick up the W. Says a lot about this team. They're ready. They find ways to win.
Second game of the year came at home against the Parsons Vikings. Spartans pulled out a dominant win by about 42 points, and really good to shake those last minute those early season jitters out that early.
Being able to find a rhythm early in the season, especially before break, stack some wins up, gets you going into the break feeling really good. And as we all know, those Christmas practices are about as fun as they get with Coach Eagle. So when he's happy, the team's happy.
And lastly, the Spartans took a dominant 80-34 win over the Labette County Grizzlies, a solid Labette County Grizzlies team, unlike we've seen recent years. James, you can attest to that, going to Labette in 2020 and 2022. Long drive, huh?
Very. Doesn't matter who they put on the court. They always fight hard, play tough, and being able to put them away early and keep their foot on the gas was really great to see from the Spartans.
Spartan defense has really been the star of this early season, as they collected quite a few turnovers against Labette in their win against them. And last I saw, for that game, by the way, Coach Field does this thing called the Great 8, where you have to meet a couple of criteria to get a game score. And one of them is not scoring, and in which they would have probably gotten a 10 for that one. And last I saw, they got a 10 on the Great 8 for that game alone.
The Grade 8 doesn't lie. It's all about controlling what you can control and letting everything else about the game play out for itself. So being able to score a 10, score above an 8, it's above excellent, and it puts you in a great position to win any game.
Yes, and enough about the Spartans. Let's move on to the visitors, the Wellington Crusaders. James, what can you tell me about how you've about playing Wellington in your years as a Spartan.
Wellington's always ready to put up a fight, especially against the Spartans. They raise their game to their highest level and are ready to go toe-to-toe with the Spartans on any given night, so it could be a great game.
Looks like we have another graduate at our table. It's Mr. Robbie Raspberry, another former varsity Spartan for this basketball team. Robbie, can you give us any words for this game right here?
We're going to beat the brakes out of Wellington, all right? We're going to win this game. Take some dubs. All we take is dubs.
Go at 4-0, as Robbie Raspberry said. Time for the national anthem.
Wellington comes into the game 2-2 with wins against Chaparral and I'm pretty sure Hutch Trinity.
The Crusaders of Wellington to our court. Tonight, singing their national
We will be back after this national anthem. And a beautiful national anthem by Melanie Reese there. Like I said, for the Crusaders, number 12, Dusty Bannister, and number 10, Mateo Basso. Spartans number 11, Jaden Parker, and the Spartans number 15, Carter Drumright. Sorry if we're switching a bit from a roster to roster. And number 21, Norris for the Crusade. And finally for the Spartans, number 33. And finally for the Spartans, number 33, David Chege. The big man down low for the Spartans. Keys to the zone that they often play. Let's see if they do it here early on. Another
Easiest Spartans come out shooting, light net on fire. It'll be interesting to see how Wellington responds.
And your gracious color commentator here, or pardon, play-by-play commentator here, would know all about shooting. He was I would have you know he was a bit of a sniper back in his day on the freshman team for Collegiate. By that I mean me.
I shot 9% senior year, but it's okay because I'm a rec demon at KU. Let's play some collegiate basketball, gentlemen and ladies.
Indeed, we are off. Spartans going. Spartans to jump with the Crusaders. Looks like it'll be number 5, Sebastian Ice Turner. In the middle, jumping with number 5, jumping against number 5.
Crowd is ready to roll. Student section popping, ready for a fun game. And we are off. Spartans win the tip.
Yes, and it's Carter Drumright with the ball to start off. Looks like Crusaders immediately go to a 2-3 zone, which leads to almost a nice up and under by Jack Grace, but it's off. Rebounded by Jagger Norris. Spartans applying a little bit of a light press early on. Ball's out to number 10, Mateo. And a travel by Basso, Basso, number 10. The Basso, the Italian. And
Seems
now,
as though Wellington's applying some light pressure of their own, but Carter's running it down. Finds Jack Grace, goes up
goes
and
up with a
finishes.
nice lay over the Crusader defense. Now Spartans going back to the press. Ball is into Dusty Bannister, QB, starting QB for the Crusaders. Just gets it out to Basso, number 10. He takes a three. That is up and good. Rebounded by really good on the glass this season so far. Now drum right. And Grace. Parker in the corner. He's looking. Shege with a nice floater up and good. Spartans 4-0. 6:54 left in the first quarter.
It was a nice tee up by David, and Sebastian found him for an easy bucket.
Now Norris down the way. Bannister with the ball. Guarded closely by Shege. He takes a nice layup. No good. Rebounded by Sebastian Cerner. Kind of lost David a little bit there. Now Sebastian trying to take it himself. Pass to Jack Grace in the wing. Number 2. Rebound is up. And boarded by Jack Grace. He really got up for that one.
That was
Back
all
up
David Chege tipping it out.
You cannot leave him open in that wing area. And now a turnover off the inbounds, and Carter Drumright with another lay. The Spartans are on one right now. 9-0 lead, 6-12 in the first quarter.
It's that easy. Get Carter Drumright going, have fun trying to stop him. Deflection by Jaden Park, getting Carter another easy bucket, and the Spartans are rolling right now.
Spartans really playing with some intensity early in the year. Coming off of that close win against Independence in overtime, looks like they really motivated to really kick the pants off of these next break.
It looks like Seabass is a little dinged up. He's going back to the locker room with Cam, so we'll keep an eye on him and keep you updated, but Seabass hobbling around a little bit right now.
We would like to give a big thank you to our lovely athletic athletic trainer and very upstanding citizen, Cam, as he has helped us with injuries in these past few seasons.
Subbing in for Seabass, and looks like Carter is number 12, Kamari, and number 20, Mason Ballin.
Number 12, Kamari Jennings, a transfer from Arc City. He transferred in this year. Ball is into Norse, number 3. Takes it himself, guarded closely by Jennings. Picks up his dribble, gives it to Basso. He's guarded by Bond. He tries to drive it in. And a foul by the Spartans. Look like that's number 33, David Chege. He got them tried to get him on the trap there with a double.
Just got a little too much wrist.
Now it's Basso inbounding to number 12, Dusty Bannister. Spartans have done a really good job of denying number 4 Burnett, and number 5 Weir. Dribble handoff action for the Crusaders. He tries to take himself, and now back out to Bannister. He's looking to the line, looks for a roll, and now a travel. Really good defense there by Mason Bond. Spartans bringing a lot of intensity this first quarter, and the Spartans a great student section as well. All whites for this game.
Yep, they're wearing white, and they're fired up. Harrison Simon, Will Strecker, and Rowan Harani are doing their part.
With the ball.
And Seabass is back in a game. Great sign. Jaden Parker goes to the bench.
Saw a good wide receiver matchup between Sebastian Hines-Turner and Carter Burnett in the football game against Wellington. As we see skills really come into play there.
Seabass had a great steal, but just lost the handle a little bit. Wellington ball on the baseline.
Turnover, Wellington ball. Gets it in. Norris with the ball. Not really guarded up. Takes a little mid-range J off the glass. It's up, no good. Rebounded by Wellington. It's Burnett. Out to Norris, number 3. He takes a 3. That is up and no good. Out of bounds, high into the stands. Going Collegiate's way.
That was a ball movement by Wellington. Just couldn't pay it off with a 3. The Spartans are gambling a little too much on these reaches in the full court. Some number situations, advantages for Wellington, but they just haven't been able to take advantage.
Carter Drumright splits the defense and gets it to Logan Clay in the paint. 4-2. Spartans 16-12. Norris down the lane. Nice little layup in transition. Mason Ball guarded him tightly there, but didn't matter. Just got a step ahead of him. Now Carter Drumright with the ball. Getting doubled. Across the timeline. Pass it to Logan Clay in the paint again. He is fouled. And will go to the line to shoot 2.
It doesn't look like anyone can guard Carter off the dribble right now. He's just getting into the lane any times he wants and just dumping it off to Logan for either an easy bucket or, in this case, going to the free throw line.
Spartans doing a good job of putting fouls on the Crusaders early as Logan makes his first free throw. David Chege and Jack Grace coming back into the game for the Spartans. Clay's second free throw is no good. Rebounded by Hatfield. Norris. Not a Hatfield. Tries to take it himself. Dribble handoff action. Back to Norris, number 3. And now it's number 21 again. Norris. And Logan Clay getting on the ground after the steal. Ball.
That's a burn for the grade 8.
Goes to the Spartans. Jaden going back in the game for Collegiate. And it looks like it's Wellington ball. Staying with the Crusaders here. They'll go to a box set. They'll get it into Norris, number 21. He's going to be guarded tightly by Parker. Now to Basso. He crosses over on Carter. Good defense by Jack Grace. And he gets it to Basso. And now, going the other way, is the ball to Collegiate.
Basso just got Carter a little bit too much with the elbow. Refs called an offensive foul.
Spartans lead 17-4, 3:09 left in the first quarter. Defense has been the story of this game with Collegiate. Now a pass to David Chege. He gets it to Jack Grace. He pumps. Looks for Carter, number 15. Now Jaden gets to Seabass. He pulls up. Nice little mid-range J is good for Seabass. Now a long pass up ahead for Carter Burnett.
Collegiate's tearing apart this 1-3-1 right now. I'd be surprised if Wellington doesn't come out at some point this half. Collegiate's just making a couple passes and getting into the lane with ease.
James knows all about defense, I can tell you that.
I know a thing or two.
In fact, he was Defensive Player of the Year his senior year. Now the ball's inbounds. To Bannister, number 12, starting quarterback for the Wellington football team. He tries to cross over on Jaden. Ball is tipped. And thrown off of Norris, number 21. Great play by Seabass there. AAU play if I've ever seen it.
Hustle and determination. It's all you need for a steal sometimes. Seabass got one.
Now the corner for Jack. Gets to Seabass in the paint. Little
Too
float
easy.
shot is up and good. Spartans lead 21-4. And a foul on Jack Grace. Tried to intercept that ball away from number 21, Jagger Norris. As we see two Norris brothers in the game. Ball's inbounded to Burnett. Not much from Burnett and Weir, number 4 and 5.
That's exactly what the Spartans want to do, take away your best player, and so far Carter hasn't even touched the ball much, so props to the Spartans.
Ball's out to Norris, number 21. He's trapped, looking for an option. Gets it out to number 4, Burnett. He tries to go up with a layup. That is up and no good. Good drive by Carter Burnett there. Taking contact, almost looked like he had it. 2:01 left in the first quarter. Spartans lead 21-4. Carter Burnett shooting 2. Hits the front of the rim, no good. Spartans will go 4 in, 4 out here. Including number 21, Maddox Drumright, 22, Logan Clay, number 12, Kamari James, and number 20, Mason Bond. Second free throw for Carter Burnett. No good. Rebounded by Max Drumright, the sophomore, brother of Carter Drumright, if you couldn't tell already. Now, Jaden Parker, pull up in the lane is up, no good. Good rebound by Kamar Jennings, really showing off some hustle there. Now Jennings getting the double. Deflected by Carter Burnett. And he pushes Mason Bond at the end of the play there. Looked like that wasn't intentional. Now a foul going on the Spartans. They're up to 5 right now. It's really a point of concern for these Spartans in these past 2 games, is not racking up too many fouls against a good opponent.
Good steal by Burnett. Caught Kamari in the corner by half court and got a soft pass deflection. Rewards him with some free throws.
First free throw good by Carter Burnett. Back in for the Crusaders. Second free throw for Burnett. Rolls in.
If the Crusaders want to get back in this game, Carter has got to get going.
Crusaders looking to trap. Just gets it out to the corner. Jennings gets it to Maddox Drumright. Foul off of the rebound by Kamari Jennings. Looks like Bannister went up for the ball. Just caught a body with Kamari.
That's number half. Those are the fouls that Coach Fiegel does not want to see. Full court length between the ball and the basket. So Spartan fouls are up to 6.
Free throw up and no good for Dusty Bannister. A lot of opportunities from the line for this Wellington team, as the second free throw for Bannister is up and pure.
Score is 21-7 in favor of the Spartans. 1:28 left to go in the quarter.
Burnett looking to press a bit. Crusaders, and now picked off by, or deflected by Maddox Drumright. Great transition defense there by the sophomore. Scores 21-7, Spartans lead.
Carter just got caught in the air there and unforced turnover. Wellington ball.
1:15 left in the first quarter. Bannister trapped, looking in paint. Gets it up to number 15. That's Jackson Newman. He missed the easy layup, and now Carter Drumright on the other end. Off, no good. Boarded by Mason Bond. Good board there for the putback by Jaden. And now Bannister, easy layup on the other end.
Spartans got burned on the press there. Mason had a great rebound, but couldn't get back on defense. 40 seconds left to go in the quarter.
Spartans lead 23-9. No shot clock in this game, apparently. And Jaden Parker almost had a nice layup there. And now, good hands by Carter Drumright as he picks off the ball yet again. Pass up the head to Jaden Parker as he has a nice layup on the other end. 23 seconds left in the quarter. Wellington looks to push. It's like a push off there on Mason Bond. Burnett that time getting a little physical. And now Wellington with the ball. Burnett has it. Looking for an option in the paint. Gets it to number 15. Jackson Newman. And now 3 seconds for the Spartans. Shot at the front of the rim. But it was off. But it wasn't in time. So Spartans lead 25-11 after the first quarter. James, what do the Spartans need to do to really keep the Crusaders from getting any real momentum here?
Foul trouble. Got to stay out of fouls and got to get back on defense. Wellington in the half court has not been able to get anything productive going, but they're burning them on the transition a little bit. So being able to get back and get in front of your man will help the Spartans keep the Crusaders off the scoreboard. But as of right now, Spartans just got to keep being aggressive and not settle for shots because they're getting just about anything they want.
Another 8 comes on the clock for the second quarter, so Spartans lead 25-11 with another 8 left in the half.
I'm curious to see if Wellington starts putting up a couple more threes, 2 or 3 this quarter, and not a lot of extra shots have gone up, so I'm curious to see if they start letting it fly a little bit more.
Spartans will start with the ball the second half, or in second quarter. Might try and run a set play here, as we have
a little Chege dunk action, perhaps.
Perhaps. Ball's inbounded to Carter, trying to set something up. Wellington goes to a 1-3-1. Spartans trying to get some passes in. Pass to the corner for Mason Bond is almost out of bounds. Recovered. Back to Carter. Now back out to Jack Grace. He looks to drive. Almost looks for the doubled. Pulls up for a little mid-range J. That's up and no good. Good rebound by Mason Bond there. Keeping the dribble alive. Gets it back out to Carter.
That was all David again. Got another touch. And he gets rewarded by a great feed from Carter Drumright.
27-11. Spartans lead 7 in the second quarter. Good hands by Jack Grace poking the ball out in transition.
That's how you get back in transition. That's what I'm talking about. Don't have to steal the ball, just have to hit it out of bounds or slow down their momentum.
Mason Bond looks tired. He comes out of the game and in for Maddox Drumright. Ball's inbounded way out the half-court line. It's Norris guarded by Drumright. He's looking for. Ball's turned over. Spartans lead, and now a offensive foul. Looks like number 10 Basso looked like he was taking a charge there.
Basso did take the charge, but it seems to me that he left a little early, but ref saw it differently. Foul on Jaden Parker.
Spartans look to press again. Get it to number 12 Bannister. Guarded tightly by Parker. He's trying to get something out of his dribble. Wellington really trying to play something out here. Now to Basso. Now to Norris for 3.
That's what they
he's
need.
good. That's good.
That was a great inside-out look by Wellington. And those were the threes I was talking about. The inside-out ones, open looks. That is what can get them back in the game.
The Spartans looking for something. Parker in the corner. Couldn't find anything. Now back out to Drumright. Now to Maddox Drumright. To Carter. He takes a 3. And that is why you can't leave Carter Drumright open.
I mean, if I would have hit 3 threes, I'd assume I'd get guarded at some point. But Carter is putting up shots right now and filling up the stat sheet.
And now number 21, Jagger Norris. Good little mid-range there. Spartans lead 30-16.
Wellington's starting to get some momentum going on the offensive side of the court. Their shots are falling, and it's putting a little more pressure on the Spartans at the defensive end.
Now Parker in the corner for 3. That's good as well for Jaden Parker. First 3 of the season, I believe. Now Wellington on the other end, down to Basso in the block. Now Jagger Norris to Grady Norris. He takes a 3. Good yelling there by David Chege, disrupting his shot, and it's an air ball out of bounds in favor of the Spartans.
I'd also be disrupted if I got yelled at by David Chege, so way to sell out for that play. Really caused the air ball there. Good job, David.
Now number 10, Carson Malays into the game. Sophomore. Looking for an option. Turns it over to number 4, Burnett. And his layup is no good. Looked like an easy bunny there. Might have tried to go up for a dunk, but
Carter's open. Give it to him.
And now Carter Drumright for 3. Rare miss by Carter. But a foul going the other way. Rare miss by Carter Drumright.
Great look, great shot. Just didn't fall that time.
Now Crusaders trying to inbound. They get into Bannister. He's guarded by Drumright. Spartans lead 33-16 in the second quarter. 5 minutes left. Basso guarded by Malays. Malays, great hustle guy for the Spartans. Gets to Norris in the corner.
Good hit.
And he gets the 3.
That was a great find by Mr. Dusty Bannister.
And now Drumright gets it to Malays. Now to Parker. He takes another 3. That's off. No good. Good board by Maddox Drumright. He's looking for an option. Gets it Carter Drumright. What a good board by Jaden Parker. That is up and no good. Good rebound there by the junior. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Spartans stole an extra 2 or 3 possessions that play just by offensive rebounds. Hardest thing to do in a 1-through-1 zone is to rebound, so Spartans attacking the glass, getting extra possessions, and putting extra points on the board.
First shot is up and no good for Jaden Parker. Scores 33-19. Spartans lead with 4:30 left in the second quarter. Definitely some room for improvement here.
The first run in the first quarter put them up just about as many points as they are now.
And now
It's passed in. Wellington's been holding tight.
second miss by Jaden Parker, and a three by Carter Burnett is good. Burnett, not usually a shooter, but he'll shoot it when he needs to. Now the Spartans. To Parker. He takes a pull-up. As yet again, Burnett trying to take it in transition. He loses the ball. But Basso recovers, gets it to Norris again in the corner for three. Doesn't go that time. Good rebound by Maddox Drumright.
Spartans got lucky there. Norris got a great look, and that could have really put some pressure on the Spartans had he made it.
Now Malay's in the corner, back out to Bond. No shot clock this game. Don't really know. Wonder why. Now Drumright to Bond in the corner,
He can shoot.
4-3. Doesn't get it that time.
Great board.
Good fighting there by Logan Clay, trying to get the rebound. And the possession goes to Wellington off of the jump ball.
The Spartan domination so far. The score's not that out of reach for Wellington. If they finish the half strong, they could be looking at a single-digit game.
33-22 Spartans lead. Ball is inbounded into Bannister. Guarded tightly by Malays. Almost loses it. Maddox Drumright gets it into Weir. Now back out to Basso. Tries to take it himself into the lane. And a good hands blocking the shot by Basso, but Wellington.
Good hands by Mason. Just heel landed on the baseline.
Wellington trying to get it in. They get it into Basso, number 10. He kind of... And an offensive foul pushing off of Mason Bond.
Mason might have embellished that one a little bit, but hey, whatever you need to do to get the call.
33-22 Spartans lead, 3:09 left in the first quarter.
Charge is 20% contact, 80% acting. So
Ball's inbounded to Carter, now to Mason. Then the Malays. Now Jack Grace looks to drive. Little floater is up and no good. Boarded by Weir, number 5. Spartans need to keep driving in the lane and not taking as many whatever shots. Now a layup by Whitaker's no good. Blocked by David Shege. That was Carter Burnett getting absolutely rejected. And now a double dribble by Carson.